When my husband Joe first came to America in 1979, he had no transferable skills.
You're watching the Beer Pantry Show.
Meaning he didn't have a trade or a profession. He got a job cleaning up at a gas station, then shortly after that a Belizean friend got him on at his job at a factory. There were only a few people working at the factory which manufactured spa and pool chemicals. There was the owner, his son, another Belizean young man, the Belizean friend, and now Joe. Soon after Joe was hired, the owner purchased a bottle silk screening machine. He told his son, the other two Belizeans, and Joe that one of them will learn to run that machine. Because the other three young men didn't step up, Joe decided to give it a try. The manufacturer of the machine sent a rep to train Joe for 1 week. Armed with only the basics of how to turn the machine on and off, and how to do a basic setup for one type and size and design of bottle, Joe was left on his own to learn that machine. He struggled for a while, but eventually became so good at running that machine that he was the go-to person for others in the industry when they encountered difficulty with their machine, even if it was a different brand. Eventually, Joe's boss sold the company to a British corporation, and that's when things improved a bit. Meaning the workers finally got medical coverage and paid sick leave and vacation time. The company grew from 5 people to about 32 people in a short time. Later, that corporation sold the company to an American LLC, who then moved the business to Alpharetta, Georgia. Because Joe didn't want to move to the South, well, honestly guys, it was really me. I knew that I was going to be so unhappy living anywhere but California. It was after Joe said no to moving to Georgia when he found out that he would not be employed by that same company. Rather, they had promised him to a different company that would hire Joe as master printer, and his former company would send the bottles to them for printing. They didn't do that to bless Joe. They really just wanted to secure a great silk screener or bottle decorator. The workers knew that they would all be out of a job in 90 days because only 3 people who worked in the office were invited to go to Georgia. It was then that I got busy setting up our own business. One of Joe's brothers helped me with registering the business and renting the space, and by Good Friday 2002, Joe's last day on the job, I was able to surprise Joe with the key to his own factory. We didn't know what we were doing business-wise, so we struggled in the first 3 months before customers started to come on. One large printing company gave Joe 2 customers to start off. One stayed with us until we closed our doors 15 years later, but the other one only lasted a year. That man was a go-between for a company who is large now, but was small at the time, Lucas Oil. Running that business taught us so much about faith. Many times we had to faith it until we made it. The children were 11, 9, and 5 at the time, so they were working at an early age. Jada, who was in kindergarten at the time, would answer the phones for us and would come fetch us. She was really great at deciphering which customer was on the line. I remember one time a customer named Marie tried to trick her into thinking she was another Marie from another company, but Jada said, "Nuh-uh, you're Miss Marie from blah blah blah." We eventually closed the business in January of 2017 because the industry moved away from printing or silk screening to putting a sleeve on the bottles. Lately, however, I've been getting a lot of calls from former customers and new people asking if we could print for them. Although I loved working alongside Joe and having a safe place for my children to be after school, I'm grateful that we closed the business. My mom asked me on her deathbed to come out of that industry because she feared that working with all those chemicals would sicken us. What is the moral of the story? My children are an asset to any company because they know what it takes to run a company. My relationship with Joe got stronger because we were together 24/7. We learned each other's breaking points, and we learned how to lean on each other and how to celebrate our accomplishments. When you see us work together as a team, it's because we're not new to it, we are true to it. Right, Boo? Right. We're not new to it, we're true to it, right?
That's right.
We learned that from the churches, guys. Don't forget to pick up your potable and dry mix. And remember, I already have everything in here. All you have to do is add butter, egg, and milk. And you don't even have to add the egg if you're allergic or if you don't like egg, all right? Remember, if you're not going to put the egg, you're going to put a little bit more milk. And if you don't want to form them into the circles, you can make them into bars. You can customize them even more by adding raisin or dried cranberries or milk chocolate chips or white chocolate chips or both of them together or nuts, whatever you want to add, all right? Pick up your dry mix today, guys. You want to spread anything? Why is it so low?
Yeah, I want it to be juicy.
So get something then.
Where's that?
In the front fridge, I think. Man, he made a mess. But I can't complain because I didn't want to do all that chopping. You found it, babe?
This right here?
No. That's for something else. Bring that up. Wait. I don't know which one that is.
What's it?
I don't know which one it is. Hold on. It's that yellow one. Yeah, that one.
That's what I'm asking.
No, that's white. That's white, boo.
Oh, that like me?
Joe said when he was a baby, a mere baby, I don't know where, in the door. In the door. When he was a mere baby, for the first 6 months of his life, he was white. And I said, your mother took too much Ross pills when she was pregnant with you. Because that's what Belize women would do, right?
No, the problem is at that time, when people see me, they want to know if I'm a soldier baby.
Because that Belizean women used to do that.
Yeah, they used to
go mess with the English soldiers so they could get out of Belize.
But what happened, after 6 months I went to sleep. And when I wake up the next morning, I was just the way I look right now.
What happened though? I'm sure you were darker because in Belize both of us are darker.
Right.
There you go, baby.
Hope don't bother with me. I'm just talking crap, okay?
I know. I get this one. These funny shaped bread.
But I was a little bit lighter. I'm going to say because my mother used to drink Ross pills. That
I believe it.
What they do with bleach your skin?
Well, they said they take it to clean themselves out, but it actually lightened the baby pigment on the skin.
Okay.
You know that stuff ain't good for you. Don't come for me, Ross pills, people. That pill still exists?
Nah. So what happened?
What happened though?
I was in the house for that 6 months. And by accident, they take me in the sun. And that changed everything.
So did you guys like the little story I told that while I was doing the work? I want to do more stuff like that. I don't know if every video is going to be like that, but I really like telling these little 8-minute stories. And we can go on ahead and, I'm looking for my croutons, do some of them like that. But it's true, right, Joe, the story that I told? That's your first job and that's how we got our factory. And do you regret having the factory? Because I don't. Do you regret having the factory?
No.
But you're happy not having it now?
I want to get back in that kind of work.
You know, every time I dream that we're at the factory, and I've had that dream about 4 times in the past 7 years, and every time I dream about the factory, Joel, it feels nightmarish. But I think it's because I know we were supposed to get out of that lease.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I never dream about it.
He's lucky. This is my Caesar dressing.
Folks, this is so good. You guys will try this one day. I don't like it.
I'm glad you love it, babe.
This is the Beth and